Hey everyone, it's Max Bruckman here for Atomic TV, and today we have the number one artist on the platform at current. He's taken out every nuclear certification, including quadruple uranium. Toby Mobs, welcome.
Hey Max, thanks for having a chat, having me on board.
Saw on your Twitter that you've been chatting with Elon Musk and Bill Gates. Did you see that we're on Twitter now too?
I did actually. I think everyone's kind of reviewing their Twitter at the moment. I've had Twitter for a long time, but barely on there. I actually used to use it only for times I've overheard people say I look like Ed Sheeran or, So I used that as my I'm not Ed platform.
I'm still learning how it works. I don't get it. I tried replying to tweets, but we'll figure it out.
Totally. But now I'm just using it to try to get billionaires to fund my music. Why not? They're all on there. Why not?
Yeah. What do you reckon? Is Elon going to change the platform significantly, or what do you think he's going to do?
Well, I think everyone's just still waiting to see if that deal goes through. Who knows? I get you with Elon. You could speculate so much about so many different things. So
could just be a sales ploy, couldn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Could be.
So, what other hobbies are you into at the moment?
Well, it's funny you say that. I've been doing some posts on my socials with Lego creations. And sometimes that gets more engagement than my actual music on my music pages. So
not spring collections?
No, that too. But yeah, I'm real into Lego, and I make large Lego mosaics. So anyone that's checked out my Insta or Facebook recently will have seen a big 30,000 piece mosaic based on the 93 classic game Doom. That's got a lot of traction lately.
I don't know how you find the time, man.
Totally. Well,
I seriously don't.
Yeah, now that I know that that's what the people want is Lego pics, that and me dressed up as an emo in high school, that's people don't want my music on my music page, that's old news.
Did you ever think about doing a cover of the Lego movie soundtrack?
No, but I'm glad that you've now asked that on a public forum, so I'm sure everyone's going to ask me about that now. So thanks.
Make sure you hit up Toby in the DMs. Well, you spilled the beans all about your national tour to Elon, so you might as well give us a bit more.
Yeah.
Info.
Yeah. So I'll give you a bit of info. So I've been working towards a national tour that's happening at the end of this year. Well, I was about to say it hasn't officially been announced, but I guess I've kind of just done that now. All the wheels are in motion for that. I'm really excited when I've got new things to announce with it, and lots of driving. That's what I can say. It's going to be 14,000 kilometers in 28 days that I'll be trekking around. So it's going to be pretty hectic, but really, really exciting. I haven't seen a whole lot of Australia myself. And when I have, it's been going to destinations and then coming straight back. But this trip, I'm going to see so much of the country that I haven't before. And the fact that I get to do that with music is, I feel very fortunate to be able to do that.
Amazing. Is it getting any easier on the road? You've done a few of these now.
Yeah, I mean, I've as with everyone, I've had a bit of a break from traveling, and So I think I'm refreshed and ready to give it another go, and touch wood that nothing's gonna get in the way too much. So yeah, I'm pretty excited, and yeah, there's lots of things happening at the moment.
What's your least favorite thing about touring on the road?
My least favorite. Oh, I think I used to keep that list in my head. It's been so long since I've done it now. Oh, no, I know. Trying to find a park close to the venue, especially in capital cities, that stresses me out. Like playing the gig is fine, setting up and chatting to everyone and performing, that's all fine. But the thing that I find really stressful is where can I park? And often I've been on the receiving end of a few parking fines in my time, predominantly Melbourne, when I've just not read the signs correctly or thought, I think I'm allowed to park here. And so, yeah, if I can, it's the best feeling is having a park right in front of the venue, no restrictions, and I can just bump in with all my gear. Yeah, that'd be it, I think. Not knowing where to park.
I get it. I'm guilty of driving into a car park in Brisbane City and then finding out it was like $50 an hour and then reversing out of the single lane.
Oh, yeah.
It stresses me out, man.
Oh, I think the worst one for me, and I posted about a number of years ago, in Melbourne, there was this empty car park right across from a venue, and I just happened to it was at night, dim lighting, and I'd managed to park in the only park in that entire empty car park where I wasn't allowed to, and ended up with the ticket there. So even when there are parks, I still get tickets. So I'm going to try to save a bit of money on the tour with that. And look, if not, I'll just hit up Elon and see if he can help me out with that too. Why not?
I was trying to work out what 0.00004% of 43 billion was, but I didn't have enough numbers on the calculator.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an afternoon's pay for him, you know?
Check out Toby's Twitter, guys, if you have no idea what we're talking about here. So capital cities, it's every capital city in the country?
Yeah, every capital city, it'll start in Wagga, where I was born, and ends in Albury, where I'm currently living. So the tour is Wagga to Albury, the long way round. And
two major capital cities as far as music is concerned.
Yeah, and for those that are listening to this and don't know where those two rural towns are, they're about an hour and a half away from each other. So when I say the long way round, I really do mean the long way round.
Just around the periphery.
Yeah.
Nice. And do you how you played a Mother's Day gig? How was that? How was your Mother's Day?
It was good. Yeah. That was for an event called Self-Made Market, and they're run through a few different towns in our area, and a whole lot of stall owners, their own creations and coming together, and the organisers always have live music at their events, which is fantastic. So I really do enjoy playing at those, and so yeah, it was a good way to spend the day. I'd actually, because my mum lives in Wagga, and I'd seen her a few days before, so we had a bit of an early Mother's Day there. But yeah, playing music to all the other mums around was a good way to spend it.
Did you take any requests?
No, and that's so. I think people know now around town that I'm not a cover artist. I only play originals. So I used to get a lot of requests, and let people down. And I think they've got the hint now, not to ask Toby Mobs to play a cover song.
There you go, if you didn't know. Excellent. How are you balancing music and life in the post-lockdown world? Obviously, you haven't been touring for a while, but you've been releasing quite prolifically.
Yeah, so people have been keeping track with my music, and they've noticed that I've got a lot of music that's been coming out quite regularly, on average about every 3 months or so. So these tracks are all working towards an album that will be released shortly, and I've done this album a little bit differently by releasing every single track as a single, and that gives me the ability to really push each song and connect with people with each track, and really try to do each song justice, rather than having a few or a couple feature tracks and maybe some filler songs and some more songs. And so this one, I've really tried to treat each song as a single. The next album won't be released that way. It would be more of a traditional release. But yeah, for this one, it also allows me to focus on specific artwork for each album as well. But we're nearing the end of all these single releases. I've got one more coming out, hopefully June, early July. And that'll actually be the 8th and final track of the album. And I'm super excited to release that one. It's orchestral rock. My songs are very different in genre every single time. A bit shockingly sometimes, and sometimes I think, Toby, pick a lane, But I'm really keen to share this next one when it comes out, and hopefully see it on that Atomic Top 20 countdown again.
I can't wait to hear a Freddie Mercury version of Toby Mobs.
I wouldn't go that far. What I will say is, I've got at the time of our chat right now, I've got one more recording session to do, and that's actually happening this Sunday. We're recording an 8-piece choir for it. So I'm getting a little bit of a push and a bit of a help with the vocals. So if you do hear any of those soaring vocal lines, they won't necessarily be coming from me, but will be coming from some very talented local musicians, which I'm going to keep a lid on who they are for the moment.
Fantastic. Two massive announcements in the one interview. I feel like a kid in a candy shop. I don't think I've ever seen an album of all single, like number one singles. I don't know, maybe Rihanna pulled it off one time.
I think you probably haven't seen that for good reason. It has its own pitfalls in a marketing perspective, but I wanted to try something my way and throw my own spin on it. And because when I released my debut single, Making Lemonade, I at that point I hadn't had the timeline of how all these songs were going to go, but as soon as that second track, Moments, came out, I had it all mapped out. So I'm definitely thankful that they've been released the way that they have, and the artworks who I work with, a fantastic local artist named Kate Cossa. I work very closely with Kate on all those artworks, and they're really connecting with people. So I'm thankful that it's turned out this way with those single releases.
Well, you've currently got the number one spot for the 4th week in a row this week. Are you getting tired of it yet?
I don't want to toot my own trumpet there too much, Matt. But I will say I'm very thankful that people are resonating with my music and enjoying it. So I'm very glad to be on the top of that chart again. So.
Well, the latest single, The Story, so far has gone uranium certified, which is just one in a long list of uranium certifications. For you, Toby Mobs, I ask you this every time. What's your secret, man?
What's my secret? I will say...
you never tell us.
I have the opportunity to work with so many amazing artists, not just local, but from abroad. So to give you an idea on the story so far, that track, the bass player is in Port Macquarie, the mandolin player is in Adelaide, the backing singer and banjo player is in Cairns, another backing vocalist is in Newcastle, engineered, mixed and mastered in Albury. I get to work with fantastic musicians who I not only deeply respect, but I'm a fan of their music. So I would say the secret for me, not so much a secret, but collaborating. I'm really enjoying that process, and everyone that collaborates has their own spin on it as well, and I'm very fortunate to continue to work with many of those artists again and again. That's about it, I think. I don't think there's too much secret, and a lot of hard work and planning and seeing it through, seeing a project to its end.
A lot of hard work, yeah, that I see a lot of. Good on you, Toby. Thanks for sitting down and chatting with us tonight, and we look forward to your upcoming national tour and your last single release off your upcoming album.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Max. I really appreciate it. Thank you.